Many say politics is a dirty game. Others say politics is a career and that's where they take food from. And now today I need to give you a very amazing conversation from one of the amazing guys. He's an outgoing governor of Technical University of Mombasa, Kwale Campus. He has a very amazing story of his political career. Make sure you tune in as I give you this amazing conversation. Welcome. How are you?
Thank you. I'm fine, Mr. Flight. Thank you.
Yes, thank you and welcome so much to this show.
Thank you.
Yes, we need to know who you are and what you do for life.
Yeah, so my name is Cavin Oluoch Otieno, pursuing bachelor's in business administration, accounting option. I'm in my year 4, semester 2. Yeah.
You are finally, so you are going for 5 years.
No. My course is 4 years, okay? So I'm in my last semester, my last academic year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how has the journey? How has been the journey up to this particular moment? Maybe.
I think so far so good. I joined TUM in 5th of September 2018, and I've been up to date 28th of October 2022. Everything has been so far so good. Let me say so far so good. When I joined TUM,
Yes.
I came with my family. Apparently, just like any other first year, I came with my family to Mombasa, and when we got here, it wasn't clearly stated in my admission letter that I'll be a student in Kwale. You see, so when I got to Mombasa, I thought I would study around, and I just wanted to shift my focus. Not that I've not been in leadership before, but I wanted to shift my focus and just be myself. Besides a student, I've been in politics from the word go. Then when I got to 2.1, I started planning on my candidature. Now I was going to take the leadership of that campus, and that is something I planned concretely. And when I got to 2.2, I made sure that my dream of taking the leadership of that campus materialized. And that is when I became the governor, and I was sworn in after the corona period in 2021, 16th of February. Yeah.
Now to serve the first term.
To serve my first term. I was sworn in 16th February 2021. That is last year.
Okay.
That is when I took the office as a governor for my first term.
And now you came again. You went for the campaigns.
And
tried
sure.
Another time.
Sure. When we got into an office, usually you are voted in for one academic year.
Yes.
But for the impact government served for a period, fairly 9 months, contrary to what we are used to. And when you get to a leadership position, you have a dream and you have an ambition that you want to achieve as a campus, you see, as a leader, as a legacy and stuff. So I feel like the term that I had wasn't enough, to impact all that I wanted to do for my comrades. So that is why when, a next election came in the picture, that was fairly October last year, I decided that to ask them another chance so that they can consider me in that election, which I succeeded. And I won, and I'm now serving my second term, fairly getting out of the office in a while. Yeah.
So it means you served these guys very well, because if they trusted you on a second, they gave you this seat on a second time. It means that they trusted you. Really.
To be fair enough, I'll say I didn't think I was perfect, but then I was there for my comrades. You see.
Yeah.
For all those, the necessary that was supposed to be done for them, I and my government made sure that that is effected. And given a chance, I think that is one of the biggest considerations that they did put in place, to consider giving me another chance so that I can still, take care of my campus.
How did you find yourself balancing education and politics? Because when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to when you're a student, a governor at that campus, you are a politician already.
Yeah, sure.
And you have to invest, as a politician, you have to invest much on
Politics. Yeah.
politics. You have to invest time, you have to invest money. So that means, and much of the thing is time. So how did you balance yourself between books and
Actually, it has never been easy for most of us generally who are in this leadership space. But one thing I want to tell you, I always found a plan, on when to attend to my politics and when to attend for my student matter. That is why up to date I can assure you that in the fullness of time, when my fellow comrades will be graduating next year, I'll be part of them and I'll be graduating happily. So I always create a time for my academics, and that is key in as far as my grades are concerned, and any other thing pertaining to my academics. Because if you look at the bigger picture, academics would always come first. So I always give priority to my academics, and now that I have a brand that is really sellable and I'm working on, and I want to make it a bigger name,
Yes.
I have to make sure I'm in this political space, and I do them in a row, but I invest a lot in academics. Yeah.
So that's all. And is it that these the first time you are serving as a leader at a university, or you are a leader before, maybe in high school, primary, or even in the village area?
No. My life is blended, a village, city life. So I have never, for your information, I've never gotten an opportunity even to see Lake Victoria. But apparently, I come from Nyanza, you see.
Yes.
So my life is not, based much in my village, but I live both the two lives. But leadership I started when I was in primary. But these were minor, positions. But when I was in high school, the first leadership role that I took was I was a leader in church. I was a leader in Christian Union, partially as a class representative. We used to have that in my high school. That is a position that I took, for 4 years. I was equally in a debate club, and I love debating because, you weigh ideas, you see.
Yes.
You bring what you have on board, and somebody else brings what they have on board. Then you compare, you outweigh each other. So I've been a leader in that club as well. Equally in class, I've tested leadership, but I decided to opt out, not because I felt it was weak, but I was trying to strike a balance as to what used to work for me. So campus, I joined TUM. I wouldn't lie that I've been in university before, but when I got to university, I decided to serve.
How is the feeling? Umejisikia aje ukiwa kwa ile kiti as a governor?
To be fair enough, being a campus governor, I think it's a good feeling anyway. And one thing I believe that anybody who is passionate about leadership would wish to take that space. And I feel me personally and my brand as a person, and even the crew I have, has even added more weight to what it takes, for somebody to be a campus governor. And I'm really excited to see more young people stepping up, showcasing their capability to take the leadership of the campus. Maybe some because of the standards that we've raised in as far as that leadership is concerned, and to some in as far as their interest of leadership is concerned. So it blends across. But it is a good feeling to be a campus governor, sure.
Ushaisota ukiwa you as a governor, ikafika mahali umeenda kwa mama mboga ukamkopa sukuma bana ukapike, na maybe if yes, give us the challenges that we have gone through as a governor.
I never saw that coming anyway. But to be fair, nimewahi sota. I think in few times still sota, but now because you're a politician, you have a standard you have to keep. And because at the end of the day, what if usote daily, you just find a way. But one thing I'll not lie to you, sijai kopesha mama mboga. But me usota, but I always find a solution, maybe a day, or maybe for a meal, maybe since 2021, yeah, maybe a meal. Maybe a meal.
Have you ever been in a very bad situation as a governor?
I have two occasions that I think has been very challenging for me. One, in July last year when I conducted an event, it had issues, Let me put it that way. It had issues. But the aftermath, immediately after that event, we brought the guys from Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission in our school, and I was supposed to chair this meeting. No, in the public it was painted that Kevin this and Kevin that, and Kevin, a lot of issues, and a lot of people were talking about my name, But now I have to come out clean, and I have to take notes in as far as ethics is concerned. And I think that was actually my lowest moment. I think it was very tricky, and But I always found a way of navigating all that. But it was very challenging. Two, uh, it was during our induction, one of our inductions. When I came, for the first time in this space. Now I had to, build my brand, and I tell people this is who I am and stuff and so on and so forth. It wasn't easy. So I think those are actually two situations that has been very, very tricky for me. But as far as I'm concerned, I always find a way on how I navigate, and that is what I do, and that is why you are here.
Okay, have you ever met maybe a student when you are governor, a student amekuwa amesota kabisa ana hata sapa bana ukachota kakitu?
Actually, I do that frequently per week. I do that, and I'm even this evening. I'm going to do that. So that is my life, and I have to do it. And I think even getting out of campus, I'll still be doing that because I've done it before. I feel I've been in that shoe before, maybe, and I would wish to do it again and again. Yeah, sure.
So maybe you can raise a voice to the parents and maybe guardians who are at home and tell them maybe bana mastudio wa campus wanasota bana, they should chip them something maybe. Watu wanasota, kusota ni real.
I want for all guardians or even a parent outside there. One thing that I want to tell you that our comrades are really suffering. That is a fact. And last Friday, I got a call from 5 comrades, in a row, between 8 up to 1. It wasn't until I was worried that what is really happening, and I called my deputy just to be sure that am I getting a call from strangers, or these are people I know who are really lacking something to take, So to a guardian or a parent outside there, you be checking on people, and if a comrade tell you that I need 1,000 bob or maybe 100 bob or so, you just give them that money. Don't question. Maybe a guardian would feel that when I give a comrade money, or my son, or even that person I'm taking care of money, maybe they are going to misuse that money, or even go to club and what have you. But priority to comrades is always meals. So if somebody calls you, just make sure you are there, you respond. That one is in order.
Yes, you have added for yourself that comrades wanasota. It is governor himself saying, giving us that information, telling us comrade wanasota, wanalala njaa. So just in case you are home there, and your relative or a friend, maybe someone who is in university, just check up on them. Tumia hata mia bana. Just help a comrade and mambo itakuwa sawa.
Sure.
And maybe we need to know what is the next step that you are taking after now, because we know you are at 4.2, sorry, and now you are proceeding to outside.
I have a plan. Basically, I have a plan. One, I want to take a break from politics, and this is something that I've decided as a person that I want to take a break from politics. But I want to work on a foundation. You see,
Yes.
a lot of people, and even on an African side, one thing they've been taught to, one thing they've learned, I think we've inherited from our forefathers, that when you wake up, look, you're supposed to go to school, but we fail to understand that there is something called talent, and a lot of us are really struggling to know between, what is my talent. Somebody is playing rugby, somebody is playing football, somebody is playing, golf, or whichever game I might mention, but they fail to understand that what exactly is my talent. So I feel like I found a place in my heart that let me come up with a foundation. Let me share this idea, which I've already rolled out. I've done a blueprint, and I've shared this idea with a couple of people, both media and anybody who's really willing to help me push it. Number one, it aims at ensuring that young people, even as young as they are in primary or even secondary school, they are nurtured, and they get to know what their talent are, and how they can use that talent, to elevate, so that you don't only focus on academics, as a refuge. You see, you can invest in your talent, measure your potentiality, and make good use of yourself. Two, I want to invest a lot in charity work. You see, there are a lot of people out there who are willing to give at least a coin of what they have, to the people who are in need, to either children's home, even refugee camp, or so on and so forth.
Yes.
There are even people who are in school who are really struggling, even here in Tum, but they don't get that platform, you see, to give their coin. So I have come up with an idea that will really sell. One thing why I've held it up to this juncture is, if at all I could have decided to do it as a student leader, you see, it's a two-way. One, somebody could view it, and on this, I want to tell you how somebody can view it. Somebody would feel like what I'm doing is maybe because I'm a student leader, or even for my first time, somebody would feel you are doing this so that maybe you protect or secure your political future. You
benefit
so
from it.
I want to do it when I'm outside the leadership, so that people get to understand that this is who I am, and this is what is in my heart, and I give, giving charity a priority. So I feel charity and helping young people nurture talent is actually what I'll do. Maybe if I'm to come back to politics, maybe somewhere 2030 and beyond. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need you to motivate somebody. Maybe he's a student right now, or maybe at TRUM or in any other campus, or is a student in high school. Maybe mwenye atawatch hii video, then you need to motivate him, mwambie like the benefit of being a governor. Maybe kuna malipo mnapatanga, things of that sort.
This goes to anybody who's interested in taking leadership role or responsibility in either primary level or secondary level or even tertiary level, or even when you come to university. And I narrow down to Technical University of Mombasa, both Lamu and Kwale inclusive. Look, I want to tell you this, that let your dream or even passion or even your interest of serving comrades come first before your individual interest. This will actually make the difference when you elevate to this position. Now, if you are driven by self-interest, one thing I want to guarantee you, you'll be disappointed. One, because when you get to that position, you'll realize that it is not what you think it was when you are outside that position, you see, in terms of maybe monetary or even any other thing. So be driven by the needs of comrades, be driven by, the need to make a change, and you'll make, the good leadership out of you. So don't forget about your dreams. Make sure you effect your dreams, and make your dreams count, and effect, and fight for your space. And when you win, make sure you serve comrades.
Thank you very much for making it in time. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
For having
Thank you.
conversation with
Thank
me.
you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
I look forward to having more interactions with you people.
Yes.
And even more conversations.
It was a pleasure to meet you. Thank you very much for tuning in to Mr. Flight TV. I'm your host, Mr. Flight. In case you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that subscription button. Make sure you tune in the notification button so that you may get notified whenever we release a new video. And all the same, make sure you like and make sure you comment and share. Give us your feedback so that we may know where to improve and also know your take on the interview.